Welcome back to another episode of Celestial Dew, a space where we explore our inner world, where storytelling and spiritual tools deepen our connection to ourselves and the universe. My name is Rocio Celeste, and this is my soulmate and constant companion, also my co-host, Nougat Cósmico. We are here to share our experiences and open a space for insight and transformation. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey inward. In today's episode, we are going to be exploring the beautiful technique of color healing, also known as chromotherapy. It's one of the things that naturally appeared to me many years ago. I didn't realize that I was someone who automatically liked wearing different colors until I moved to France many years ago, over I think 12 years ago. And at the very beginning, people will tell me, you seem like a person that loves to wear different colors. And they will give me scarves or earrings and things that were very colorful as a present. Whenever they had an opportunity to give me a gift, or they just felt like giving me a gift, they said, you seem like a person that loves wearing different colors. And I just never paid attention to that. I thought, it's really normal. For me, it's normal. And then I started paying attention, like when I worked in an office and in different places, just like I will go to the grocery store, and I did notice that people were just wearing jeans and like a black or gray sweater. And it was true. In a way, I will stand out because I will wear like pink pants and a blue shirt, or it just looked different. And it was part of my personality. But I never realized that colors, the clothes we wear, and just colors in general, have an impact on our soul, on our body, on our mind. Until a few years ago, when I came across this book that I had bought in India many years ago. I went on a belly dancing trip like over 10 years ago. And I bought this book in India. I was really into chakras and the energetic centers of the human body. But not too long ago, I came across this book again in my bookshelf. It had been sitting there for years. And I realized there was a chapter on color healing, color therapy. And I skimmed through it and I said, oh, wow, it's true. Colors do have an impact on ourselves. I did know intuitively, I knew that if I wore blue, it will calm me down. Blue is, I think, my favorite color, I will say. I mean, when I was little, when I was very, very little, my favorite color used to be orange. Or that's what I thought, because I was born the month of October. And in October, we have Halloween. And I thought, okay, because Halloween is in October and pumpkins are orange, orange has to be my favorite color. That's what I told myself when I was like 3 or 4. But in reality, I have always liked blue. That has always been my color, like this type of blue, or teal, or turquoise, like blue. It really is my favorite color. I love all colors, and each color has its own unique magic and beauty and property that can help you in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. And the reason I want to talk to you about this beautiful thing today is so that you can start paying attention to how you dress, or the colors that you put in your environment, in your daily life. If you don't already do so, I invite you to notice and be aware of what is happening in your body, in your mind, in your soul, when you surround yourself with different things. Yesterday, I bought like a bouquet of roses, and I chose this color, and I had like a whole bouquet there. I just wanted to show it to you. And instantly I thought, oh wow, this color is so gorgeous. It reminds me of creativity, of joy, of beauty. And lately I have been connecting a lot with the color yellow and the color orange. These two colors have been like very present in my life for the past couple of weeks. It's very interesting because we all go through different stages in our lives. And in this phase of my life, I'm going through a stage where I just want to be surrounded by like sunflowers and like yellow things, yellow colors, yellow foods. Like I've been eating a lot of turmeric and pineapple and just a lot of yellow foods like corn. And I can't think of it as something else. Can you think of what else? Yesterday I looked at my plate, at my dinner plate, and it's like it was all yellow. Even the lentils were yellow. It's like, okay, interesting. This is something that like something is telling me you need more yellow in your life. You need more orange in your life. And I said, okay, I've been doing it. I don't know why. I don't need to fully understand it completely. But if there's something in me that's been telling me to connect more with this color, it's because I need it. It's because I probably need to connect more with joy, with like happiness. If I feel like the energy in my life has been stagnant, like if I feel like, I find like things are dragging and nothing is moving, nothing is really changing in my life, and it's just like this energy, like nothing really exciting is happening lately. It's like, okay, how about you add it to your life? You make it happen. You bring this joy, this beauty, this happiness, this excitement, this energy into your life. And so for some reason today I just couldn't stop dancing. It's like I felt so joyful. I felt so excited. I just felt so alive. I think that's the word. I felt alive. When I consciously made a decision that I wanted to bring joy to my life, I automatically felt more alive, and I was just dancing and singing. And the things that will like upset me, the things that will worry me or upset me in the past, they just didn't have any importance anymore. Like I don't know, like if it's my neighbor slamming the door or someone saying something mean to me, it's like, okay, yeah, I notice it, but I don't give it any power. It doesn't have that much value. Like I don't give my power away. I still choose to be happy. I mean, that's just a tiny example, right? If I had a problem with my car, if the engine wouldn't start, if I was late for work, if whatever it is that will normally upset me and like will just really irritate me and I will be very aggravated for the rest of the day, it just didn't happen today. It just didn't work anymore. Whatever it was working so far, it didn't. And I think it's because I made the choice that I wanted to be joyful in my life, even if things were stagnant, even if nothing exciting was happening. I mean, there's this big thunderstorm here today, and Nougat Cósmico was very scared. He was like, oh my God, I tried to hide under my dress. It's like, oh, what is this noise? What is this rain? He's very afraid of thunderstorms, huh? Aren't you? I know you are. Which is, you can probably hear it now. Probably not. But that's really interesting because he comes from the Sacred Valley in Peru, as you all know. I mean, we've shared this before, and there are a lot of storms, a lot of thunderstorms over there. I know, yes, I'm talking about your hometown. Yeah, I just said that you were a little scared. There's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to be scared. It's not embarrassing. No, that's not embarrassing. I'm not embarrassing you. You're allowed to be afraid. You're allowed to be scared. We all get scared. I know. Yeah, that's allowed. Yeah, fear is valid. All emotions are valid. All emotions are valid. Yes. So anyway, he was very afraid, and I was like, why are you telling everybody that I was hiding under your dress? I mean, raise your hand if you have ever felt scared. You see, they have all felt scared. They have all felt fear in their life. They have all felt some sort of fear in their lives. It's normal. It's normal. Anyway, so there's like this big thunderstorm and like rain was pouring down. And I was just like dancing and singing with the rain, and I know you were afraid, you were hiding. I know you were hiding. It's like dancing. And I just wasn't irritated anymore. It's like, in a way, like nature was accompanying me in my joy, in my happiness, in my creativity. It's like, okay, yes, how about we share this with the world? How about we share your joy and this beauty and this like this happiness of being alive? How about we share it? Yes. And so I'm here. Obviously, with me, it's like the color yellow. As you can see, even my nails are yellow. Like, I couldn't help it. My earrings and just everything's like either yellow or orange. And look at the sunflowers. It's like, I need to integrate this in my life. Maybe it's my solar plexus that needs work, that needs to be like unblocked. Maybe it's like, this, our third chakra, that's its color. There was something in my energetic field that needed to be balanced, that needed to be unblocked. And by me working with this color, just like the simple act of like painting my nails yellow or wearing something that has yellow or smelling something, being close to something that is either yellow or orange, or eating pineapples, eating corn, eating lentils, all these fruits, turmeric, everything that's yellow, bananas. Oh my God, I've been eating so many yellow foods. Like my whole plate was yellow. It's like, okay, interesting. But you can do the same thing with blue or with pink or with purple. So if there's something that you want to work on, or like say red if you want to feel energized, invigorated, it's red, right? I have this book here. I want to open it and I want to read a little bit of what it says about different colors so that you get an idea. For example, it says color healing. Most of us will have experienced the sensation of feeling energized by wearing our favorite color, which is what happened to me. Soothed by gazing at blue water or uplifted by the sight of lush green grass. That's true. Have you ever noticed that when you go out in nature and you look at the green grass and the green trees and like the blue sky, you feel different? Have you noticed that your eyes like rest and relax? It happens to me a lot. I used to work in a place where I was staring at a computer the whole day, and my eyes will feel really fatigued. Like even if I wear like protective glasses to help with the light, with the UV, or like with the computer, the screen light, I will have like a headache at the end of the day. And I will just need to ground, go to nature and look at the green. Just look at the green grass, green plants, green trees, because it has an effect. It has an effect on our mind, on our body, on our soul. It's all connected, right? We are part of everything. We're not isolated from the cosmos. We are not separate from the whole. We are part of something. Like the flower of light. You see how the flower of light is like this? If you've never seen it, I'll show it to you in a different episode. But it's like, it's one petal, but that one petal is part of everything, like the flower of life. And that's how we are too. We are, yes, this individual person, but we are also a part of something bigger. And we need to incorporate all those things that exist into our life. If we think about like cultures like Egypt, India, China, and like a lot of the Native American tribes, they have all used colors for symbolism, to give a meaning to different things, to their clothing. Everything had a meaning, everything had a symbol. And I mean, you don't need to go and join a tribe or join something in order for you to incorporate color into your clothing or your life. Just like, how about a candle, like a yellow candle or a red candle, or just by the way you eat. When you eat, like, look at the color, look at the yellow peel when you're eating a banana. Or the eggplant, when you're chopping the eggplant before you cook it. Like, wow, admire the purple color, admire its color, wow. Think of the properties, think of all the wonderful things that it's gonna give you. all the nourishment that it's going to give to your physical body, but also that it's giving to your soul. Because remember, we're nourishing not only our physical body, but by doing that, we're also nourishing our soul. All foods have color. All foods. Dragon fruit's pink. Think of what you're eating today. What color is it? Watermelon's pink. It's my favorite fruit. That's why I'm thinking of that. But I was eating mango too, and I was drinking this mango juice. Oh, it's orange. Interesting. I was so surprised that everything was either yellow or orange. It's for a reason, right? But for example, here I want to show you this a little bit of what is in this chapter, because they talk about color healing. So look at the lady here. She's sorting different things, and you can see the lemons. Oh, that's another thing that I was eating, yellow lemon. Clothing. Also our decoration in our home. The things we use when we're working. The color of your pencil. It can be something simple and basic. You don't need to go overboard and buy something extravagant in order for you to feel connected to colors. No, it can be simple, it can be basic, it can be free. It doesn't need to cost any money. Go through your closet, see what you have in your closet. See what new color you can wear that you haven't worn in a long time. Is it a blue scarf? Is it a pink skirt? Are they brown boots? Something that you haven't worn in a long time because you thought, oh my God, it's not fashionable anymore. It doesn't matter. Color is good for us. And the way we look is the way we feel. If you like the way you look, you're going to feel more confident, right? It happens to me a lot. I love wearing high heels. I like walking barefoot in the grass in nature. But when I wear high heels, I feel so confident for some reason. And I'm happy to be sharing this with you today. Color is a universal language. We see color everywhere, not only in our food, but also in nature. The blue oceans, the blue sky, the mountains, the volcanoes. Everything. There's color. Nature has color. I remember when I used to scuba dive, one of my favorite things about scuba diving was all the wonderful colors that I will see in the reefs. Like the fish and all those beautiful fluorescent or violet colors that I will see. I have a picture of that in my kitchen. Maybe one day I will show you. But if you are a person that wears a lot of dark colors, a lot of gray or a lot of black, think again. Think for a second. What is the reason behind that? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling nostalgic? Are you feeling like you lack joy or creativity or inspiration in your life? Because colors do affect our aura, our energetic field. Remember, we have a physical body, but we also have an energetic body, a spiritual body. It's like our bodies are this huge. This is how much our bodies encompass all of this. And so if we are always wearing black, there's nothing wrong with black. Black can be elegant. But if that's all you wear all the time, and it's because you're feeling nostalgic or sad or depressed or just really down, maybe you want to reconsider the way you dress, and maybe you want to start to little by little wear a belt, a colorful belt, or a scarf, or just a sweater on top of that, an accessory that will give a little bit of color to your life, to your body. to your aura. And that can make an impact on your mind, on your soul. I invite you to do it. There's nothing wrong with black. Zebras are black and white. A lot of colors in nature are black and white. But they do it, their purpose of having like like black and white stripes is for survival, right? Because when they run, that like confuses the lions or the predator. So when all the zebras run together, since the predator can't really distinguish them, they just see stripes, and that's how they survive, because the predator just can't catch them. That's a survival mechanism. That's how nature designed them for them. Pandas are also black and white. I love pandas. When I was in China, oh my God, I was mesmerized by their beauty. Black and white. Simple, but so beauty. We are human beings, and we get to use all the colors of the spectrum. Like bees. Think of a bee orange and yellow with their stripes. So beautiful, so beautiful. Everything is gorgeous. I'm not saying you have to like dress like a piñata or like a unicorn and be wearing all the different colors of the rainbow. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm suggesting is that you try different colors and little by little add the energy of color to your life. One day you can wear blue and white, another day you can try red, another day you can go with black, another day you can do white. And pay attention to what can happen to you, what starts happening in your spirit, in your mind, in your emotions. Be aware, pay attention to your sensations, to what you are feeling, what you start thinking, what you start sensing. Have you ever noticed that when you go to, for example, a spa or like a very like calming, spiritual or relaxing environment, colors tend to be blue? It's because blue is very soothing. And have you noticed, for example, when it comes to marketing, I've noticed this a lot. And I learned this a long time ago, where like big brands, I don't want to mention brands here, but we all know the big brands that are everywhere, like things that we eat and drink. The marketing, like the signs are like red or orange and like very appealing and like very attractive to the eye. It's for a reason. It's because they know that it has a psychological effect on the human body, on the human brain. And if it can work for brands, imagine how it can work for you and the wonders that it can do for you. If you decide to give it that power, if you decide, hey, today I'm gonna wear this, or I'm going to eat this, or I'm going to surround myself with this color to feel a certain way, whether it's energized or calm, relaxed. It's up to you how you want to feel. So going back to the book, now that I showed you the lady here, like I just thought it was a beautiful photo. I wanted to show it to you. But what I really wanted to do was to give you an idea of what this book is suggesting us to do, like what type of color to wear in which circumstances. For example, here it says, using orange in times of stress or after a shock or a surprise. Wearing shades of orange can help the body to return to a state of balance. Isn't that interesting? Maybe that's what was happening to me. That's so funny because I hadn't read this and it's like, oh, okay. And see, the lady here is like eating orange and drinking orange juice. And look at this yellow-orange sunset. So gorgeous. My guess is that this picture was taken in Africa, because when I lived in Africa, I used to go to safaris and the sunset always looked like this. But look, like the spices and all the things, like orange in nature, orange in clothing. Isn't that interesting how orange can help us return to a state of balance after a shock or a surprise? I did not know that. I just learned it now, here with you. And perhaps that's what was happening to me. That's what I needed to do. I needed to restore balance in my being, in myself. Maybe there was something, I guess I did know it instinctively, but I didn't know it consciously. That's what I was doing, and that's why I was connecting a lot with orange and yellow. I think it's so amazing what colors can do for us. Now let's look at yellow. It's a little different. It says, when working at a computer, use a yellow mouse mat to improve your concentration and stay alert. Yellow. Okay. It's true, because I always put a yellow candle next to me when I'm studying, when I'm learning and I'm trying to concentrate. I learned this in my angel therapy class when working with the angels, and they say that yellow helps with concentration and with learning. And so some of the foods here is like obviously the lemon, but also they include honey. You see, honey. Yellow. Now let's move on to green. Green. Using green, when there is a sense of thwart ambition, restriction, or being trapped by external circumstances, surrounding yourself with greens or taking a walk in green gardens will restore equilibrium. I know you love doing that, don't you? Do you love doing that? Oh, he thinks it's cuddle time. No, I'm just telling them that you like going for walks in the park, in the grass. Yes, you love going for walks. And so look at all the greens, usually plants. Okay, let's look at blue. Blue, look at this. Look at these beautiful photos. So, put blue in your life when there is a need to calm agitated, excitable, or chaotic states. I need to communicate clearly, the throat chakra, right? I need to communicate clearly. A need for help with new information or in seeing information in context. A need for peace, detachment, solitude, and rest. Using blue. Blue will help the easy flow of communication, whether it is with other people or listening to your own thoughts and feelings. Do help remember a speech. Write your notes on blue paper. Isn't that interesting? To help remember your speech, write your notes on blue paper. I might apply that to myself. And look at this. Blue powder, blue pillows, blue cushions. So nice. My favorite color, by the way. If I haven't mentioned it already, I think I made it very clear. Indigo. Using indigo. To find peace for reflection, look up at the clear night sky. Contemplation and deep meditation come easier in the indigo depths of the night. Nighttime is often when inspirations and solutions to problems naturally arise. I agree. Have you ever noticed that when it's very late in the night and you're alone, you're about to go to sleep, or you wake up and you start getting this inspiration or this idea, or just like answers to your questions or solutions to your problems? Have you noticed that? Have you been paying attention to the moment of the day when you get inspiration, when you get messages, when you get solutions to your problems? If not, write it down. Remember, journaling. Remember, keep a journal always with you, next to your bed, always. Even in the shower, I get most of my inspiration and most of my downloads and messages when I'm in the shower. Even if it's a quick 10-minute shower, it's like, whoa, that's when it all comes. And it's funny because that's when I don't have like a pen and paper with me. It's like, oh, where is it? But I keep it in me. And sometimes I forget, but it comes back when it needs to come back. The information returns when it needs to be used, when it needs to be passed on, or when it needs to be put to use, or when it needs to be shared. The idea here, once again, is to connect with colors. My bathroom, for example, it's all blue. It's all decorated in blue. The tiles, the decoration, just everything's blue. So with beautiful whales and dolphins. And then I have like my kitchen. There's also a lot of blue. I have my aquarium. It's like the fish and I used to scuba dive a lot. So I was a lot underwater, hanging out with the fish, sometimes with the sharks. Not anymore. That crazy era is over. No, not really. I wasn't really swimming with sharks, but the little ones, the small white sharks, I did see at some point, but a little far away. It's not like those humongous sharks that like have the reputation to bite you or eat you. At least I never came across. In my dreams, yes, in my nightmares, but not when I was scuba diving. Let's see, are there any more colors? Let's see what this book says. Okay, violet. Violet also, a lot of people use it as purple. I say purple, violet, maybe different shade, but for me it's the same thing. It says, using violet. Lavender is a traditional remedy for insomnia or restlessness at night. I use lavender essential oils in a diffuser in my bedroom when I can't sleep, or I put lavender drops in my pillow when I used to have a lot of hard time sleeping back in the days when I had nightmares and I struggled with insomnia. And I can confirm that lavender does wonders. So lavender is a traditional remedy for insomnia or restlessness at night. It is also one of the most versatile essential oils for scratches, burns, headaches, and worry. Dried lavender flowers beside the bed or a drop of oil on the pillow will encourage peaceful sleep. Put violet, the color violet. Put violet in your life when there is a need to rebalance life, a need to speed up the natural healing of the body, a need to use the imagination in practical ways, a need to integrate new skills into everyday life, a need to remove all sorts of obstacles in life, or a need to calm hyperactivity or energize lethargy or depression. Isn't this interesting? Look, earlier I was talking about aubergine, eggplant, like the different purple things that you can eat. See, flowers. How to include colors in your life. It can be with flowers, it can be with food, it can be with clothes, it can be with your nail polish, it can be with the way your jewelry, your earrings, your necklace, your shoes, your belt, your tie. You can do simple. You can just wear a red tie. If you always wear black or dark gray or dark blue because of your job or because whatever reason, include a little accessory, a belt, a tie, red socks, something to start adding color to your life. and see what changes. See what might happen. You'll be surprised. Your life will start feeling more magical because you are creating it. You know? Again, like saying like to put all these colors in your life doesn't mean that you need to live, your house doesn't have to be a rainbow and you're gonna be like a unicorn over the rainbow. No, not like that. It can be if you want. Or a mermaid. It can. Sometimes when I wear my eyeliner, sometimes I put purple and pink and glitter and people love it. And they say I look like a mermaid, but who knows? I still stick to blue or green because I think it suits me better. And it's more like in the neutral colors, natural colors. But everything is acceptable, right? If you keep it classy, if you keep it with elegance. Explore, try for yourself. See what you can include in your life. Can you buy yourself a pair of new socks? I remember once when I was in Miami, I bought this like pair of flamingo socks. They went all the way up to the knee and they were blue and pink. It's like long flamingo. And I will walk around with flamingos on my legs. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really exciting. It was like I will wear shorts and the long socks. Something to try. You can get creative. You can get inspiration from yourself, from your inner child. We've talked a lot about the inner child here. Or from your higher self. Just you in meditation. Close your eyes. Let's try this for a second. Close your eyes right now. Do it with me. See, he has closed his eyes already. Do it like Nougat Cósmico. Nougat Cósmico has closed his eyes. Yes. Yeah, you're giving the example, right? You're closing your eyes. We're closing our eyes. And what is the first color that comes to you? It can come in the form of an animal, like a gray elephant. So that's the color gray. Or it can come in the form of a flower, like a sunflower. So that's the color yellow. Or it can simply come as a scarf or as a window or a curtain. Something, it doesn't matter. The first color that comes to you. Is it pink? Is it purple? Is it gray? Is it blue? If you see an orange, well, you know the color that's coming to you is orange. Is it black? Is it white? All colors are welcomed. All colors are acceptable. So now that color, try to see what piece of accessory or clothing you can put on you, because remember that makes an effect on your aura. It's simple. It's very simple. Just it can be a bracelet or just simply painting your nails if you love painting your nails. Or putting like a flower on your hair. Sometimes I like putting flowers on my hair. I didn't do it today, but I like playing around with like different things. Can be your shoes. Yes, it can also be something that you put in your surroundings. Like I said earlier, like a yellow candle or a red candle or a white candle or blue candle or the foods that you eat. But try with clothing. Try with something that you can see on yourself physically, because that is more tangible. And at the beginning, the more tangible it is, the easier it is to remember that, oh, yes, I feel this way. It's like, oh, yeah, like today I was feeling joyful and I just couldn't help it. I was just dancing and like twirling and dancing, so happy. So joyful for no reason in particular. When my life has been like pretty stagnant the past few months, nothing much has really been happening. And the energy wasn't moving. So I made it move. It's like, I'm gonna make it happen. And maybe all that needs to happen in my life right now is for me to feel more joyful. I don't need to like win the lottery or move to Bali or something super extravagant in order for me to feel that there is change happening in my life. Because change can start with you in the small acts, the small tiny habits that you take today. So I invite you to try putting more color to your life. If you are already someone who uses color, great, wonderful. Are there some colors in particular that you use and others that you would like to incorporate more? If you use a lot of yellow, red, blue, the classics, but you don't use pink and purple, will you try using pink and purple? Up to you to decide. Up to you to explore and see how you feel. I know Nougat Cósmico has a lot of toys. His toys are like, we should have showed them, right? Blue and purple and orange and gray and pink. Huh? All your toys. One day we'll show them. One day we're gonna go play and we will show them. Yes, you're gonna show them your toys. One day. Right now you're relaxed. I know. You were very scared with the thunderstorm. He was very scared and now he's like just relaxing. Okay. Moving on, see, I think we have a couple of colors to cover before we end this episode. Let's see. White and black. Huh, interesting. Look at this. It's funny, huh? Let's see. Using black. If you want to become inconspicuous, consider dressing in black. Black can be inconspicuous or it can make a bold statement of mystery and self-control. Black clothes often say, notice my presence, but don't intrude into my space. Interesting. Now white. Using white. White has the ability to clear away all clutter, all extraneous noise, fresh starts and new beginnings all benefit from its energy. Looking at a picture of snow-clad mountains brings clarity and freshness to a mind that feels crowded. I actually think that the contrast of black and white is very elegant. It's very classic. It will never go out of fashion. When I was in college and I was taking a child development class, I remember reading that it's good for babies to have black and white toys. It's good for their eyesight. It's good for babies to stare at like a toy that's black and white as opposed to something that's super colorful. And I remember that like stayed in my head. Up to this day, it's still in my brain. It's like, that's so interesting because very often we think, oh, for babies, it's so cute to give them colorful things to stare at, like red and bright colors, like blue and yellow and this. But in that child development class that I took, babies, you know, when they're like in their crib and like often staring up at something at the sky, at the ceiling, it's good for them to be staring at something black and white to help with their eyesight. And I never forgot that up to this point. So maybe one day I'll try it when I have kids. Okay, let's move on to turquoise and pink. Using turquoise. Throughout the world, turquoise stones have been used as a protective amulet for promoting health and guarding against harm. A large proportion of everyone's energy comes from the turquoise motivation to experience life to the full. Wear turquoise jewelry to give yourself confidence and strength. Turquoise has a strengthening influence on all systems of the body, bringing a sense of inner confidence. Interesting. That's funny. I have this, see, like I have a lot of like stones. So I'm gonna show you one of the ones I have here. I have this one, you see? It's like turquoise and has a little bit of pink, violet. I like this contrast of like turquoise and pink. Sometimes I meditate with stones. And so that's another thing you can do to incorporate colors in your life. So moving on to using pink. In any aggressive or threatening situation, or where there are simple misunderstandings leading to anger, visualizing pink around everyone can help to calm the mood and reduce tension. Isn't that interesting? If you're in a conflict with someone or you're in a threatening situation, just visualizing pink can help. And look, that's funny. That's a flamingo right there. Earlier I talked about my flamingo socks. In Miami, it seems like there's a picture of a flamingo. Pink promotes relaxation and acceptance of where one is in life without false views or feelings of complacency. And that's a flamingo. So nice. I love this. I never thought that the book I bought over 10 years ago when I went on that trip to India will help me in my YouTube video. All right, now let's move on to brown and gray. Using brown. Brown in the home can be overbearing. Adding a few richer colors to brown wooden furniture and neutral color floor coverings will create a warm, stable atmosphere where it is easy to feel comfortable for long periods. Okay. Let's see, like colors, like brown animals, colors of nature, like the nuts. A lot of nuts are brown. So using gray clothing will emphasize neutrality. However, too much gray or a wrong shade will suggest lack of character, lack of initiative, and extreme detachment. A hint of another color that reflects individual preference will make all the difference. Efficient, well-behaved, but with personality. If you want to emphasize your willingness to comply, wear gray. Okay, so those were some examples. That's we come to the end. Those are some examples of how different colors can help us in our life, how we want to feel, when we should incorporate based on the mood, based on what we want to work on. And I thought, well, it was a little elaborate. It was probably like a lot of information, but once again, start small. Make it simple. Don't make this like a thing where it's gonna take you a whole hour of your day. I know we are all very busy. It doesn't have to be like consume a lot of your decision making of your life, of your day. It doesn't need to consume a lot of energy. It's just a decision in the morning. Oh, it's this, grab it. Is it a bag? I have a pink bag. Is it maybe, well, my flower, I forgot to put it back. Let me go put it back with the others. See, like for me, like I said, like it was brown, but it could also be, well, I don't want to move Nougat Cósmico, but I'll show you. Like I have this bag. 6 months ago, I was connecting a lot with purple and pink, purple and pink, purple and pink. That's all I was doing, purple and pink. And so I got this bag that came to me when I was on another trip. So I bought it from one of the merchants and I put the book there. I usually put a book there when I'm reading a book and I go outside and I want to read outside, I put it in here. So that's what I got 6 months ago. But you know, it can be something like that, something that you have on you, that you're always looking at. Now I'm like all about yellow and orange, and who knows, maybe in a month or in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna go back to blue, or who knows, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel when you decide to wear a particular color or connect more to a specific color. It can just be your nails or your socks the color of your accessories. You can start like that. Yeah, you like this episode? Yeah, I hope it wasn't too overwhelming. I know it was probably a lot of information, but I wanted to give you the maximum of ideas. I know that, oh my God, colors. Yeah, it can sound simple. It can sound like, yeah, but if we are more aware of the colors that we wear, the colors that we use, that's when the impact comes. Yeah, they can have an impact, even if we're not aware, even if we don't realize that we are wearing this specific color. Oh, like, I'm gonna wear blue because of this. Oh, we forgot red. We didn't talk about red, did we? No, I don't think we did. The book didn't mention it, but we know red. We all know that when we wear red, like, people associated with passion and with vitality. And if you want to feel energized or invigorated, oh, red, you know, like red lipstick, red dress. There's even a song, you know, the song Lady in Red. Oh my God. Like, they used to sing it to me. My friends used to sing it to me many years ago, like when I was younger, a long time ago, way younger. I will wear a red dress and my friends will sing it to me. Lady in Red, the dress, the song Lady in Red. And so red does have also an impact on yourself, but also in the way that others perceive you. White, I remember when I worked with the autistic children at an autism center, for some reason, I very often wear white. I don't know, maybe I went through a phase where I was wearing white all the time. White, completely white. And I would just go and like work with the kids. And I remember once they were having an activity, and one of the kids will say that I sort of looked like an angel. Because I was wearing all white, it sort of looked like an angel. And that's funny because that's how they perceived me based on the color that I was wearing. And maybe I needed to wear white for the type of work that I was doing. It was helping me. It was helping me perform my functions, my tasks. Who knows? I was doing intuitively. But if we make it conscious, and if we decide to wear or use or start working with a particular color consciously, that's when we can like make sure that the impact's happening, the impact's even stronger. Maybe you just need to feel more confident or more relaxed. Are you struggling with hyperactivity? Try blue. Play around, explore, try it for yourself. Again, this is an invitation. Everything we share here, everything we say here is an invitation for you to try. I'm giving you tools that have worked for me. Like this one worked for me today, and I just thought it was so wonderful. I couldn't help but share it with you. You know, like the orange and the yellow. And then I gave you a little bit of more information on other colors, but it's for you to try. I don't know if you can hear the thunderstorm. You probably can hear it in the background. It's like the middle of the day. It's not too late, but it's all gray and white. You literally cannot see anything. And you can just hear the thunderstorms. Nature doing its work. Nature like clearing things and taking care that we get rid of what no longer serves us, and it's like making space for the new. And we also need water, right? So we are very grateful for the rain, for the thunderstorm. I feel like in a way it's like God screaming screaming to us, guys trying to grab our attention. Anyway, thank you for joining me and Nougat Cósmico in this episode. We are very honored that you follow us, that you stay with us, that you like these videos, that you share with the people that might benefit from this information, even if it sounds simple. Because remember, the idea here is to make things simple and basic and as easy as possible so that you can apply these tools, these techniques in your daily life. It doesn't need to be whoa, it doesn't need to be like all this terminology that I don't understand, or it doesn't need to be expensive. No, it can be simple with the things that you already have at home. And with that being said, I hope you have a colorful day, a colorful evening, whatever you are in the world. And we will be back with more episodes on how to add more joy and beauty to your life. Because remember, the more connected you are to yourself, the more connected you can be to the universe, to the cosmos. You are a part of something bigger, but you're also your own special and unique person. And only you can contribute to what you came here to bring to the world. And the world needs your spark, your color, your beauty, your energy, your kindness. Isn't that the case? That's the case, huh? Like Nougat Cósmico, he's like, ah, yes, I'm happy to see them. I'm happy to see them. We were both happy to see you. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for sharing with us. And feel free to like this video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to share it with others that might benefit and also enjoy this video. Take care. Have a colorful day. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say goodbye.